boy Tops back again for another player ratings video. Before I get into it, please like, subscribe, share on the route to 500. It really helps the channel. Now, let's get into the game. Arsenal 3, Brentford 1 at the G-Tech Stadium. Now, let's get into the player ratings. Going to start off with David Raya, the goalkeeper. I think this has been his worst performance of the season. Isn't it ironic? I said he's been the best performing goalkeeper so far this season, and the next game he drops this. I think he was really, really bad. It could have cost us 2 goals. I thought he did cost us 1. He definitely should have saved Brentford's goal. Near post, not the most powerful of finishes, but it ended up in the back of the net. And then he nearly threw one into the back of the net. Ball comes up to him. It's an easy claim. It's an easy save. He kind of throws it up in the air past him, and he did make a nice recovering save, but it was to obviously stop the mistake that he made to begin with. So yeah, I thought his kicking wasn't that great. Obviously in the second half, he made some good claims and some obviously from some crosses, and obviously alleviated the pressure. But Brentford didn't really test us in terms of shots at goal and stuff like that, which is obviously a testament to defense. So for his performance, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. I know that sounds harsh, but I have such high standards. I just called this guy the best goalkeeper in the league like 2 days ago. So for me, him to drop this kind of performance, not only not saving one of the goals, but could have literally cost us another one in a tight game where if we would have went 2-0 down, it would have been a long way back and we probably wouldn't have won the game. So, yeah, for me, he gets a 3. But I'm sure he'll be back in the next game, back to his normal best. On to the centre-backs. William Saliba, I thought was sensational. I would give him a 8 out of 10. I thought he was really, really good. Calm, composed, collective, dealt with everything. And Mbeumo and Wissa, apart from obviously that goal, which wasn't on his side, it was more to do with Calafiori, didn't really have a snippet in terms of chances. He just swept up, cleaned everything up, and he was very, very composed on the ball. They tried to press him. He was beating the press quite easily. So, yeah, I thought he was really, really good. 8 out of 10. Gabriel as well, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he was good as well. Gave away a couple of free kicks in the first half. But in the second half, I thought he was calm and composed as well, heading everything away and putting in blocks to obviously put out for a corner as well. Yeah, I thought he was good defensively as well. Them two have been pretty good defensively. Only really that, which game was it? That Fulham, was it the Fulham game? Or the Crystal Palace game that they really had problems with, obviously, Mateta. But apart from that, they've been really, really good all season. 7 out of 10 for him. Let's go to Timber. I thought Timber was okay. I thought he was all right. I'd probably give him, I thought he was average, to be fair. Nothing major. Didn't really do anything too great. But he did commit a foul. Probably more of the fault of Martinelli, who gave him like it was a ball that wasn't really going to get to him. But the foul has cost us for the next game. He's going to be missing that through suspension. That was the last game he didn't need to get a yellow card for, and it would have been okay, would have been rescinded. But yeah, he's going to be missing the Brighton away game, which is a pivotal game, which means we're going to have to be playing Partey at right back, which is obviously poor. So I'll probably give him a 5 out of 10 average performance, but that yellow card has cost us. Onto the left-hand side, I thought Calafiori was really poor in the first half. Really, really poor. I thought he improved a little bit in the second, but I think it's a below average performance overall. I mean, and obviously he's coming back from injury, but he does need to pick up form fast. I'm not really been impressed with him so far this season in terms of his defensive work. I thought he was sloppy for the goal. Should have closed Mbeumo down faster. And yeah, was getting caught out, kept giving the ball away in the first half. Second half, he improved in terms of his possession on the ball, and he's making some okay runs. But I thought he was below performance, and I thought he was just a bit better than Raya, so I'll probably give him a 4 out of 10. Into the midfield, Thomas Partey, I thought was really, really good. I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he was on the ball. He was making things happen. It was his shot that obviously the keeper saved, that Jesus went in there and scored the goal. But I thought tempo-wise, he was keeping it ticking. Obviously, the weakness he has is that turnover of pace in transition. Can't really cover the grass as he used to just because of his age and obviously the injuries. But apart from that, I thought he was really good. So, yeah, on the ball, I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10. Martin Odegaard, I thought was okay. First half, I wasn't really impressed with him. Second half, he kind of came into his own a little bit more, has some nice little flicks and tricks. But overall, probably an average performance. I'll probably give him a 5 out of 10. Marino, I thought wasn't great as well in the first half. Didn't really offer too much going forward. But in the second half, I thought he played much, much better. Scored the goal. Obviously, they ended up being the winning goal in the second half. Very good, obviously, movement into the box to put it into an empty net. And then after that, obviously, gained a bit of confidence, was keeping the ball quite well, doing a few little turns. So I'll probably give him a 6 out of 10 for the goal and obviously the improved performance in the second half. On to The right-hand side, Ethan Nwaneri, my man of the match, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought he was really, really good on that right-hand side, provided us with some technical security, trying to always make things happen. Obviously, the ball in for the third goal came from obviously him putting the ball into the box. And obviously the first goal, it was him that I think took on 2 players, Megs one, and then from there, kind of the transition, we kind of end up scoring from obviously Jesus. So he was our the deputy star boy, let's just say. He was on that right hand side in terms of open play. It was going to come from him, something that he does, whether it's a ball into the box or a skill or a move. I thought he was really, really good considering 17, and that's not even his natural position. I thought he was sensational on that right. And yeah, it's something to be excited for because I think he can, with a few more on the games, get that kind of like fluidity and that sense of being able to link up better with obviously Odegaard and Timber on that right. And yeah, he could really state his claim into the team. Onto the left-hand side, Martin, thought he had a mixed bag. Again, in the first half, I didn't think he was good. That left-hand side, I thought was poor all around, going forward and defensively. But I thought, obviously, he stepped up in the second half, scored the crucial goal, and obviously gained a bit more confidence after that goal, making some good runs, tracking back, etc., etc. I'll give him a 6 out of 10 for the goal. Very good finish as well. Probably the best goal he scored this season. Gabriel Jesus, I'll give a 7. I thought he was very good as well. Making good runs, obviously scored the equalising goal, but making good runs off the ball, trying to obviously link up play and working obviously hard off the ball as well. But I like the way he was transitioning into obviously into the left wing, right wing, and centre forward play. Just that transition into all 3 positions. I thought he had a decent game, so I'll give him a 7. Onto the substitutions. Don't think anyone really made an impact. Really, obviously Declan Rice came on with Lewis Skelly, who I thought played okay when he came on. Trossard didn't really have too much of the ball. It was kind of just really just keeping the ball, keeping possession. So I won't really rate any of the substitutes more than a 5, a standard 5, really. And the manager, I thought the manager obviously picked a decent team, and obviously he did pick Ethan Nwaneri, so I will give him a 7 out of 10 for that inclusion, because I do think without Ethan, we might have struggled to win that game for the simple fact that the breaks in play and what in terms of our open play came from a bit of magic that he did. So yeah, that's been my quick player ratings. Let me know in the comments what you think about the player ratings and what you would give certain players and what score you would give them. But yeah, that's been a quick player ratings. Like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And I'm out.